somebody tell me these little hens, these two little hens right here, are 6 months old, and you can't tell it on camera, but they're tiny. And that's another little Tom. He's also 6 months old. He's as old as the girls, and he is teeny tiny. When these grew out, they grew so fast and so big at 7 months. They were massive, and these are not growing. They are a cross though, between a blue slate hen and a bourbon Tom, but both of those birds were very healthy. Now he is trying to, they're generally pretty sweet, but he is trying to attack my leg right now, and I think it's because this is the first time these girls have been let out this morning, and he doesn't want me near them. But I'm trying to monitor them because I don't want him mounting one of them girls, because they are tiny. Like, I can't explain how tiny they are. So if anybody has experience with turkeys and not growing, see, he did it again. He's gonna be on my dinner plate. He keeps on. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't eat him. Not that I don't like turkey, but I know he's just being that way because these girls are out here, because he's actually really sweet. So yeah, let me know in the comments if anybody's had turkeys hatch that just aren't growing at the rate you thought they would. Watch it, bud. Since the turkeys were wanting to be mean this morning over their girls, I figured I'd come show you guys the goats. They're on their heel. This is from where we dug our pond. It's pretty tall, actually. It's a big old giant clay hill. And we have to rent the equipment to spread it. So I figured in the meantime, let the goats have a good time. So we've got the Vevor electric fence hooked up to an energizer, and it's been working pretty great. They're loving it. They've got a lot of space. It's pretty big. I think from the other angle you could probably see it better, but let's see. You see, there's the pond. It's a bit of a mess over here, but we're eventually gonna get it done. But yeah, you can see it goes all the way down there. So I've got two of these. I want to say they're like 164, 168 feet. I'd have to look it up each. But they're doing pretty good. This is Bernadette and Elliot. Don't touch it, buddy. It's on. It actually had a lot of stuff growing in it. They've cleared a good bit of it out. And they jump and play, and they're not going to do it while I'm standing here. As long as I'm standing here, they're going to stand right here usually. And so this one is Elliot, and he is her baby. She was bred with, we're thinking, a Nigerian goat. But she is teeny tiny, so I'm just glad she was able to have him. She came to me already having him, so she was pregnant and given to a neighbor, and then that neighbor gave her to another neighbor after she had him, and then I wound up with them both. So, and I had him, I don't know what I guess cut. I always forget what the terminology is for goats. So he couldn't breed back to his mama. And he's kind of a bully, but I like him. Isn't that right, baby? Yeah. We got the ducks over in the pond doing their thing. We've got a tree branch that we kind of sunk and gives them something to kind of mess around with. Sorry about the cutoff on the video, guys. My husband called while I was filming. I was using my phone. But the ducks have since come up to their little area. They have a little house over there, but they like to lay under that couch, so we put some hay under there for them. So they're all up and fussy. But we are going to go check out Tobias. Tobias is my potbelly pig, and he hasn't been on the property very long. So I've had him for 8 years. He was staying at my brother's until we could get properly prepared for him, and he was the last animal we moved from our old house to our new property, due to we knew he was going to be hard to move because he doesn't like to feel trapped. So getting him in something to move him was not going to be fun. Backstory, my brother bought my old house, and so that's why he stayed there. We didn't move him from our old farm to my brother's. He actually bought our house. So this is his new digs. This is Tobias. We still got some things to do. We still have his house to build. He's just got his little temporary shelter over there. But that is my old man. Like I said, he's 8. He just turned 8. Whoops. I'll fall. And we just mainly have the wire there because we have small dogs and we don't want them to jump in there, but he keeps pulling it up. I gotta staple it back down. But he's got a whole little thing. His little broken bucket. That's his girlfriend. So he likes buckets and things he can date. Tobias. And unfortunately for the buckets, they meet their demise after so long. So what? Hey, are you talking? He's a talker. But it worked out pretty good. We repurposed all this wood from fencing when we bought the property. They had it just lining the driveway, and we didn't need it there, so we repurposed it. And basically these posts, they're not in the ground. Everything is just sitting down and screwed in together just to make a fenced in area. And we put some T-posts in the ground on the outside so he can't push it. This will pretty much keep him in. And we do keep his tusk. It started out at the old property. A neighbor's dog would get in and try to attack him. It happened multiple times, so we chose to keep his tusks so he could defend himself well, in which he did. And now that he's out here, I am opting so far to keep his tusks because we have coyotes. And as you can see, he's in a wooded area, which we cut the underbrush and stuff like that, you know, to try to keep it as open as possible. But I wanted him under a canopy of trees because he is white and I don't want him to sunburn. So I wanted him to have the option of being in the shade. When the sun's out, it's a very cloudy day today, but when the sun is out, he'll have sun areas. He can lay in the sun if he chooses to, but for the most part, it's shaded. We're in Florida. I didn't want him in direct sunlight for our summers. That gets just too much. He does love a pond, so during them summer days, if we feel like he needs to come out, we can let him out. He'll walk back, and he'll go get in that pond. He'll lay at the edge, and of course, if we don't do that, he'll have a pool in here during the summer, because he will get in a kiddie pool. But that is Tobias, y'all. He's my handsome fella. Well, I hope you guys have a great day. I just wanted to share a little bit of the animals with you today. And we'll see you next time.